Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-May 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Cancer. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages they receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, the last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at what's coming for the remainder of May. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So let's start there. Quick summary affirmation card here. So we have the card, I will forgive, Cancer. So I actually like this, especially because it's past tense. So it's not like we have work to do forgiving. It's likely this work has already been done. It's important to forgive because we can really kind of carry that baggage with us long term. So in general, I like this. It's always such a good reminder. But again, I feel like it's done. It's happened for you because it's what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So I like to see that there was forgiveness. Let's go ahead and take a look though and see what messages we're working with here. First up, we have the death card. I always like to mention the death card doesn't mean death, but it does indicate changes, endings. It's time to move on. It's time to transform. Very much so with this forgiveness. This ties in so nicely. It was time to let this go. It was time to move forward from it. It can end up being a pretty significant change or transformation that kind of is triggered by this forgiveness. But again, more than anything, it was time to move forward. It was time to let go there. The next card that we have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a card of being very active. It's new project, new creative idea. Interestingly enough, even though it might not have felt like it, Cancer, I do think that this was holding you back from something. It was holding you back from this new beginning with our Page of Wands here. So this could be a fresh start for a relationship or the ability again to take on some sort of new project or creative idea. So nice to see the ability to move forward now that we've had that forgiveness, we've gone through that transition. And at the bottom here we have the 8 of Coins or the 8 of Pentacles. This is a period of enjoyment now. This was something that was really bringing us down. Again, we might not have realized it, but it was something that had a pretty significant impact. We're really entering into this place of enjoyment, whether again this is a new opportunity or kind of a reinstatement of that relationship. There's going to be a lot of enjoyment coming from this. So love to see that. Let's go ahead and clarify though and see what other messages we've got here. Of course the kitty is here to help. Hi sir. So first for clarifiers we have the Lovers card. The Lovers card, again, I do feel like for a lot of you this could be relationship driven, so forgiving somebody more so than a situation. But it's a card of partnership, strength together. Again, it's kind of a good reignition of a meaningful relationship, so happy to see that there. The next card we have, so we have the Page of Wands on top of the Page of Wands. If you've watched my readings before, you know I love when that happens because it's the universe saying, like I said when I meant, it's a very, very clear message. So in terms of Page of Wands on top of Page of Wands, this is saying this is that new beginning. We can take on this new relationship, this new activity, this new project. Again, it's kind of fresh start type energy there. And then at the bottom here, we have the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is a teamwork card. Again, leaning pretty heavy on the relationship side of it. Being able to kind of have this team player, to have this kind of partnership again. This is also going to be expansion. So kind of the growth that comes off of this situation. All in all, nice way these all connected together. There could be some travel related to this too, like if it was a family member you hadn't been seeing, now you may actually go travel to see them, or maybe you take like a trip together and kind of celebratory. But I like the forgiveness, and I like what it's doing for the relationships. So now let's move on to our next column, which is anything just general, what's coming for the remainder of May. We have the card, I Will Hope. So when I see this card, this is like something you're hoping for, praying for, manifesting, whichever of those words really resonates with you. But there's something we're hoping to happen. It's super important, Cancer, when we see this card that we don't lose hope. So you need to think about being very hopeful these next few weeks, like almost to the point where it's like, imagine that it's already happened for you type deal. So Cancer, let's see what messages we've got coming through there. Again, do not lose hope. Let's see what we're working with. First up, we have the Hermit card. The Hermit card is a card of going within for clarity. This light in the lantern is the light that's inside of you. So it's super important that we are like in tune with our heart, in tune with what feels good. And I will say, I think this thing that you're hoping for, I feel like it meets that. We kind of like did some soul searching with the Hermit card. Now we are very clear on what we want, Cancer. And it's like, okay, now we need the hope that it's going to come true, that it's going to happen. The Hermit is very like about spiritual illumination and being on your own path. And again, it was like almost some soul searching that happened. And now we know what we want. So we're just hopeful that it will come to fruition. The next card that we have is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card, this could be kind of low feelings. Again, we need to stay hopeful because I feel like you're kind of feeling down on it. Like you're not sure if it is going to happen. You're kind of doubting it, second guessing it, just wondering again if it'll happen. So be aware of that. Again, the hopefulness has to be stronger than any of those kind of feelings of worry or feelings that it may not work out. At the bottom here, we have the King of Coins. The King of Coins is very solid, practical, wise. Do be thinking about a plan to accomplish whatever this is that you're wanting, Cancer. A very solid, practical, wise plan. So very well thought out here. The King of Coins is also an investment card. So if there's an investment opportunity in these next 2 weeks, typically it's really promising. Granted, I think this is coming through as like an investment in you, which I like to see. Okay, now let's look at our clarifiers here. The first card that we have is the Queen of Wands. This is super fitting. The Queen of Wands is a card of confidence. It's a card of self-assurance. Again, you have to just be confident at this point, Cancer, that this is going to work out, that this is going to happen for you. Those confidence, that hope, that self-assurance has to trump any feelings of kind of negativity or potential that things won't work out. So just keep that in mind. Again, you're laser focused. You did that soul searching with the Hermit. We know what we want. We know what feels good. So being able to get there. The next card that we have is the Knight of Swords. If you look at this card, both the horse and rider are moving very quickly here, Cancer, which I like. I think you're going to make quick progress on this hope, this desire, this thing that you want. So again, you got to keep the energy positive, keep the feelings positive. It's easy to get discouraged, but I think this is going to come quick enough that it'll be easy to combat some of that. So I do feel like this change is coming quickly with that Knight of Swords. And at the bottom here, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. Again, being very confident that things are going to work out here. Also, in terms of the plan, it's like you know what steps you need to take, so you don't need to second guess or question them. So put together your plan with that King of Coins there. Also, in terms of that investment opportunity, it's going to feel really good or it's not going to feel good. So you're really going to know right off the bat there. If all the information isn't there, you're still going to have the gut feeling if it's right or not right. Can you scoot over a little bit more? Thank you. Okay, moving on to our next column now, we're going to talk about anything related to money. Starting out with this quick money affirmation card here, Cancer. It says, money is a tool I choose to use to build the life of my dreams. So building the life of our dreams, it's the focus here, it seems, this month. But anything in this column, this is job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. Nice spread of money cards so far here, Cancer. But let's get into it. Up first, we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. If you've listened to my readings before, I'm sure you've heard me say that so many times. This is a card of good luck. This is a card of good fortune. Not that I would tell you to go gamble, but it is a great gambling card too, Cancer. But this, more than anything, is like a turning point. And oftentimes it's a career turning point. It's a financial turning point. It's a money turning point. It's a luck turning point. So for that reason, it's so good. It's kind of that change, that shift in energy that you really need, Cancer. So I like that. So if things in the career have been kind of so-so, or things money-wise have been so-so, this again is a really good money change coming your way. The next card that we have is the Knight of Coins, another good money card. This is about being reliable, being patient, putting in the hard work. But one of the nice things about the Knight of Coins, it's like you put in the work and you do reap the benefits of it. So put in the hard work and you'll see the outcomes that you want. Again, we're at a nice shifting point here. You've put in all the hard work, so we're going to start seeing the change there. At the bottom card, we have the Strength, at the bottom here, we have the Strength card. This is a card of self-love, unconditional love, self-respect, courage. I do think that you are in the position where you can ask for something you want. Like if you want more money, you can ask for it. If you want a promotion, you can ask for it. Or if you want to buy a bigger house, you can go and get qualified for it. I feel like you can ask for whatever you want in this position, which I like here. Woohoo, more good money cards there, Cancer. Starting at the top for clarifiers, we have the Sun card. In terms of good cards in the tarot deck, it really doesn't get much better than the Sun card. This is a card of material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. So love to see all of those things coming through for you. Again, we're at the Wheel of Fortune. We're at the turning point. And as we go through this transition, there's a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of success coming. So really nice shift coming. The next card that we have is the Ace of Pentacles, stellar money card. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Pentacles, this is job, raise, promotion, investment, income. Again, we're really at a good career and financial shifting point. With the Knight of Coins, you've put in the hard work. Now the Ace of Pentacles is kind of that payoff. At the bottom here, we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is kind of a card of low feelings. I don't feel like you have everything that you need or deserve. Again, this isn't the life of your dreams, so we need to ask for the life of our dreams. So ask for the things that you want. Ask for the things that you need there, Cancer. Okay, mister, you gotta go now. Thank you for helping. Okay, so now in our next column, Cancer, we're going to take a look at anything related to love. So starting out with a quick love message here. I have the card, it says surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter in our lives. Let go and all will work out. This is pretty aligned with that forgiveness card we talked about earlier. Just a feeling I'm getting. But let's see what messages we've got here. Okay. First, we have the Six of Coins. The Six of Coins is coming through as kind of like a give or take card. So, let's say there's something your spouse really wants, give a little, and then it will come back to you, or vice versa. There's something you really want, they're going to give to you, but then when there's something they really want, you kind of have to be accommodating. So, look for that kind of fine balance. I'm just feeling a little bit of give and take here, Cancer. The next card that we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is very traditional, very conventional. Sometimes that doesn't come through good, but I'm actually hearing that you're on a pretty good routine right now. We have a good schedule. We have a good flow going. I think you're getting a good amount of time with each other, yourselves, if you have a family, with family. I'm liking the feeling of the routine at this point, and the structure at this point. And at the bottom here, we have the Chariot. The Chariot is about advancing forward. This is about being on a journey, being on a action, change, kind of growth together. If you're not in a relationship, I do feel like this is kind of still progress forward. And of course, for you in a relationship, this is kind of like the natural evolution of a relationship coming through here. So, all in all, I like the way that it's feeling. Let's take a look at our clarifiers. First, we have the Tower card. The Tower card is a card that can kind of come through as like upheaval. It feels big. It feels significant. Do be aware, again, especially if you're in a relationship, I could see, like, again, this is give and take. The ask could be big and it could be a little shocking to you. So just be aware, Cancer. But give and take. If you can support them on this, then they're going to support you on something that's really important to you. So if you're not in a relationship, have this kind of fine give and take too. It's like going for the things that really mean the most. The next card that we have is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a card of being very bold. Again, I think we're making this bold move. It's going to almost come as a shock what the ask is, what we're hoping to accomplish. So just be ready for that bold move coming through there. And then at the bottom here, we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands can be a card of competition, or kind of feeling like we have to protect and defend ourselves. The nice thing is I feel like we're moving away from that. We're pulling away from that. Again, whether you're single in a relationship, this is kind of the growth, the evolution, potentially some of the healing that's happening. We're not really in a competitive state at this point. We're not in the place where we feel like we have to defend ourselves. So again, it's a really nice evolution of what a relationship should be. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. So something to carry into the end of the month with us. Sorry, there's cat hair everywhere now. We have the card, I Will Pray. Super similar to the Hope card. Again, if prayer doesn't resonate with you, this could be hope, this could be manifest, this could be wish. Again, we're really trying to build the life of our dreams here. I like that that message came through, but it's like there's something we're hoping for. There's something we're praying for. So let's see what messages we've got here. Whew, lots of wand energy. We have all wand cards here, Cancer. Wands are a card of fire signs typically, so be aware of your fire signs, and this is very creative energy typically. But first up, we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of bumps in the road. It can be unexpected obstacles or challenges. I like to say small bumps in the road, though, because it's not like you, like, completely fall off the road. But things do kind of pop up. It shouldn't make you lose sight of the thing that you're hoping or praying for. But it can be kind of easy to get discouraged, so just be aware of that. It's not going to stop you from getting that thing that you want. But it's not necessarily going to be the smoothest path either, but oftentimes that's just the case in life. The next card we have is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a card of waiting. I do think that the bump in the road could be some sort of wait. So again, just because there is some sort of delay or bump in the road doesn't mean it's not going to happen, but I do think that there could be a slight delay here. And at the bottom here, we have the Eight of Wands. It's interesting, the Eight of Wands is a very fast card. So it's like we hit a bump here, there's a pause, and then it comes forward very quickly here. Things move very fast with our Eight of Wands, and then it brings the information that we need as well. So don't get discouraged when there is this wait, because then it's like after the wait, it happens super fast, faster than you can imagine, Cancer. Okay, let's take a look at clarifiers here. First clarifier we have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups can be a card of reflection. It can be very nostalgic. So do let the past kind of guide you. Use past experiences to help you overcome situations as they arise. Another thing I'm going to say with this is, I don't want to say the word vulnerable, but it's kind of like innocent. It's going to be unexpected. It's something you're not really prepared for. But that makes sense because the Five of Wands is, again, those kind of pop-up bumps in the road that we don't necessarily anticipate. The next card that we have is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a super busy card. You see there's something different in each of these 7 cups here. So when this Two of Wands waiting comes up, there's something else that you need to be working on and focusing on, Cancer. That's going to be my message here. So as we get into this period of waiting, leverage this time to work on something else because, again, there are a lot of other things that can be worked on here. Also, when the waiting comes up, it's going to make you want to not be committed to whatever this is. But again, patience is key, and then things are going to open up really quickly. At the bottom here, we have the Page of Pentacles, again, a card of patience. So waiting it out. Once we have that waiting, again, it's going to happen very quickly thereafter. Okay, now at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the 8 of Spades. This is number 32 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the Queen of Hearts. This is number 23 card. This is going to be a yes. And question number 3, we have the 5 of Spades. This is number 6 card. That's going to be a no. So yes, yes, no there for you, Cancer. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. It's a crystal to keep with you through the month of May. This month you have Sapphire, which is good for spirituality, wisdom, and really make sure that you're in the right place at the right time. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Cancer, your healing note says, heal your heart, forgive those who have harmed you. Anger only aggravates wounds. Forgive yourself for your mistakes too. Self-love is a powerful heart healing agent. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. I did also include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your May.